I know that I've made it in my career as a podcaster when I have a WikiFeet. Like that's going to be my moment of success. Like doesn't matter what carpet I'm on, doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. I don't care about any of I mean I do care, but like I don't care about that.
For your feet.
If I have a WikiFeet, I will know I've made it.
Wait, what is WikiFeet? I don't get it.
So WikiFeet is literally what it sounds like. It's just like a site that like I think they talk about like your foot and the size and they like post pictures and it's for like celebrities. Oh my God, we don't want that.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Ew.
Are we gonna look at porn right now? Is that what's
Just some light porn.
No, it's just feet. It's just feet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little bit porny.
Whoa.
We keep Larry so
Cheers.
busy.
All right, enjoy the
Cheers.
Cheers.
Did we already
tried? We attempted to.
We
attempted
attempted and then I was like, oh, I'm doing a story.
Cheers.
Everyone's hair. Well, you guys all have beautiful hair.
So do you.
You have gorgeous hair.
Well, most of it's fallen out since I had a baby, but
It comes back.
I say it'll grow back. It's okay.
Yeah. I noticed the other day that mine's getting like, nice and salt and pepper up there.
oh, me too. Trust me, it's gray. It is gray.
I pulled out my first gray hair
My friend
and I
Denise
was like,
did my
I'm not
hair,
okay.
so
It's a tough day
It is.
when that happens. Yeah.
It
This smells
is.
nice.
And I
I
wasn't
know, but
ready.
I mean, somebody lied to me and said that like if you change your life, like the grays start to go away at one point. I mean,
Do
if
they?
you're less stressed
okay.
and you're still quite young, they can maybe be less
Yeah,
at some
you
point. I mean,
regenerate or something.
but then someone else said they're like, no, it has to do with the follicle. If it's already gone white, then that can't happen.
Ugh,
but
everything could happen.
I think
we're
that
in a-
miracles can happen.
We're in
think
a
so.
yeah. We have things that fly and drive us without humans and
Right?
all kinds of things.
Literally.
Yeah.
I agree.
And we
right?
can't figure this like graying thing out.
No, I think that we can.
I think
And
so,
as
too.
we should, and I'm gonna believe that.
Do we spearhead that tonight?
Let's do
Is
that.
that our main focus
Yes,
tonight?
yes.
Is reversing the grays.
Yes, I think that that's
I
what
think-
we should do.
I think absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
someone's on it.
I mean, there are vitamins that you can take, but
There
I
are.
don't know if
yeah,
those
we don't know
work.
about those
Yeah,
though. Everything always has like a negative
I know,
repercussion.
but
No,
yeah,
we
I mean,
don't.
I
It
just
does.
diet now.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
It's a whole process.
It really is.
It's really a whole thing.
It is, and it costs a lot of money. And it's like as you get older, you have to get it done like every
Yeah,
like
but if
3
you're a
to 4
dude-
weeks.
Yes.
But if you're a dude, you want to be gray because
Yeah,
you want to
'cause
be
it looks-
hot.
You want to be a
and
silver
yeah,
fox.
like
Right.
a silver fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks good. It's so
Because and then when
So
guys
annoying.
dye their hair, it's like
you can totally
Yeah,
tell.
you can tell, and
Yeah.
it kind of looks silly. It's like, especially when like a 60-year-old man is dyeing his hair like a dark brown. It's like, what are you trying to prove?
know.
And then he does like the brows too.
Yeah.
Like you can always tell. I don't know.
I
I feel like
know,
you
when
can
they
tell
do
by
the
like the
brows.
brows. It's just like a
Oh,
strong, like
man.
burnt and Ernie brow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
And I-
too much.
And I feel
I
like
know,
I'm
it is.
sure that you've come across many of those in the entertainment industry.
Oh my god.
Yes, there are a
Yes.
few- I mean,
let's talk
and
about
as
it.
I'm
Or-
saying this,
yeah.
I'm thinking like, God, I should be supportive of everybody who they want to be and choose to like if they want to do that. I'm supportive. I'm supportive, but
we all
but
are.
also we notice.
We do.
Everybody notices.
And we talk shit.
We do.
Like we talk shit. Like we're
Yeah.
supportive.
We're supportive, but we're talking about it. Yeah,
For sure.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you guys end up here?
Well,
And
Tina,
why did I end up here is more importantly the question.
you know, that is really
I
great.
was
And
supposed to be over there, like really quiet.
Yeah, and we forced you.
I know.
yeah,
Yes.
that's not how it works here on the Dammit Danii
I know.
podcast.
And no one knows who I'm actually, you know.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to put your 42 Instagram handles underneath your face as well as your name so that everybody can find
Oh,
you.
no.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do it.
Excellent.
42?
Okay, I'm
I
exaggerating.
only know of like 2.
There's
There's-
how many are there?
Maybe like 11, but some of those are my work ones. Like
Larry,
from my other
you have
work.
11 to find.
Mhm. We
11.
can take a look. Let's
Oh my
see.
gosh.
I really
like
want to
that.
know. This
Honestly,
is actually very pressing.
I
Some of
actually
them I
have like
made.
5.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I
like
mean, I
back
have
when
my
it was like
personal
Finsta,
one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my personal one. I have my lawyer friend podcast one.
Which is why we're here.
Okay, you can't say
which is why we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have my dog's Instagram, which I made in the last year.
Okay.
Even though she's 14, and people have been telling me I should have an Instagram for her for years, and I finally got one.
Absolutely.
And then I recently decided that I really love oysters, and I want to find a way.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Okay, keep going about the oysters.
I want to find a way for people to give me free oysters all over the world.
Okay,
so I made an Instagram called.
Where are you going?
But I wear this sweater all the time, and I was gonna wear it right now.
Is it an oyster?
Does it have an oyster?
Oh my gosh!
Stop!
Oh my god! What does it say? Oh,
stop! Make sure you hold it into the camera so they can see
martini. Oh my gosh!
I got it
love
in the desert at a vintage store for like $2. So.
Amazing!
Stop.
That's even better. You got to show the camera. Did you show the?
Oh, you did.
Okay, I think you did. That is a great vintage find.
Okay, but I need to move because I'm gonna get yelled at by my.
Will be like,
my daddy.
Yeah, he'll say,
excuse me.
He'll say, no.
Yeah.
You weren't by the mic. What's going on?
So that's amazing that you have that sweatshirt, but it's called Do Oysters.
Do Oysters.
Like do, so it's like two oysters.
Do, like do.
Oh, I love that.
Club back in the day.
Yeah, like that club Les Do. Yes. Of course, I've been there. Actually, we met Justin Timberlake at Les Do right before he started dating Jessica Biel.
Ooh, I think I was there.
Were you? Probably.
I mean,
that night that Justin Timberlake was there.
I feel like something like that. This sounds very familiar.
Right?
Wait,
like
tell me
20
about
years
this.
ago.
We're like the same age, so yeah.
It was like 20 years
we
ago.
were partying with like the people that shall remain nameless and that are redoing a reboot of a show.
Right. Yeah.
That are doing a reboot of a show.
LA show.
An LA show. That's like a reality show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people there. Yeah. I did used to hang out with those people too.
Yeah.
Because they were from my my hometown.
Ooh.
Is your hometown in Laguna Beach by chance?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's Newport Beach.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was like, I thought it was just like a coincidence that we were at the same place, but I'm like, maybe we knew each other somehow.
Maybe we might have been in the same little.
So
circle.
do you guys go back? We should build some like background here. Okay. So how long have you two known each other?
Not that long.
No.
Really?
We just met through
Nicole through this.
Stop.
In like December. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were like I honestly would have thought you were like lifelong friends the way you were just talking. Yes.
Oh.
Literally.
Maybe we're like
kindred spirits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
Nice. Very cute. Should we cheers to that?
Cheers.
I think so.
Cheers from afar.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay.
Because if we bump these mics again,
I know, right?
Everyone will be so angry.
I know. I always I feel like I need to move it down because every time I do my podcast, it's in my face.
I do the same thing.
It's like covering my mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
but you also want to be kind of in like you get
you're like in it.
You get crispier as you're like a little closer to it. So if you're too far, you'll get some shit from Will later, and then he'll have to be like,
okay.
So you don't want to be
So that's perfect.
Right there.
It's like slightly crispy.
Yeah.
Slightly crispy.
Just,
crispy,
a light
like
crisp.
this rosé.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I need to, a shout out to my friend who left it here because we drank another bottle instead. Brittany, thank you for this lovely rosé.
Brittany, thank you so much for this rosé. We greatly appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Brittany.
Yeah.
And this podcast is all over the place, which I absolutely love. So we swindled Tina into coming on the podcast. She is Will's partner. She has her production Instagram. We'll list all 95 other ones that she has. She just does everything. Super talented, does all the things. You came in so solid for me also, by the way, at the Grammys red carpet. Like, you should have seen her. She was doing her damn thing. I
really just didn't. I was like, I'm gonna go get a drink.
You were networking.
And but I mean, I went to bring Will his passport. I'm like, God, I thought he couldn't get in. And I drove and brought his passport, and they were like, oh shit, what? Go in.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we already got it.
I was like, I'm already here. I guess I'll just hang out.
Yeah. You're at the Grammys. Go hang out.
You did the damn thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pre-party. The pre-party was fun.
I think in my experience of the 2 carpets that I've done, so it's extensive. Yeah. I think I like the pre-party versus the post-party. I think the pre-party, like, people are excited and a little more tame, and like the interviews, like post-party, that shit was wild.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wild.
What? not.
Because people can let loose finally. They're not worried about all the shots or the paparazzi and all the pictures they have to take, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they drinking at the Oscars?
Yeah, and they are drinking. Yeah.
They were definitely partaking. I mean, people were having a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anyone like really upset and crying that they didn't win?
Not that I saw, but I did see an actual like Oscar man in person, and I was like, this is so cool.
That is cool.
Like little Pennsylvania me was like, this is just so incredible. Like I was feet away from it, so it was cool to see. And Will was like, I've already seen one, and I'm like, get out of here.
No, growing up in LA, you end up just like walking into your friend's parents' house, and like
it's like, oh, they have an Oscar, right?
Yeah.
I know. I was at someone's house like last summer on 4th of July, and I'm like, why does he have an Oscar? And she's like, oh, it was this like film score that he did. I'm like, oh wow, okay, that makes sense.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And I followed like an architectural whatever magazine, and someone had a beautiful house, and then they had like all of their awards on the top of their toilet.
Really?
Which is what I would do.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so is it like above the toilet? I have questions. Like, was
I want
it
to say it was literally on the toilet, but it could be wrong. It could have been like above the toilet.
Because then there's like a spray situation.
Yeah. Oh my God.
If you work that hard.
Maybe that toilet is specifically for the awards. Like no one actually pees there.
Maybe that's just where you do your cocaine.
No, maybe.
Yes,
maybe. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Los Angeles.
Smart idea. I would have a cocaine award toilet.
Yeah, so that way you can take a photo in the bathroom. Right. You have a nice ambiance.
Right. You have some glass.
You have glass.
Right.
In the bathroom.
You have everything set up. You're ready to go. We don't endorse that here, by the way.
No,
but, just being, realistic.
Yeah. Well, and so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Anne.
So I am, I'm an attorney, and I don't really like responding like that. It's like, hey, Anne, who are you? It's like, I'm more than being an attorney.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's something that people do in the US a lot is we lead with what we do when someone asks who we are. So I think I'm a really like fun, nice person.
For sure.
And I love yoga. I'm kind of obsessed with yoga.
Okay.
It's like my form of meditation. It's my form of sanctuary. It's like the place where I go to come back to myself.
Yeah.
I'm also a lawyer. And
exactly.
I used to work in big law, and I left it's been like a year and a half almost now ago, and was potentially not going to be a lawyer anymore. And I went to France to a artist residency and tried to write a book. And then I had clients who wanted me to start a law firm because they're like, okay, well, if you're not at that firm anymore, we want you to be our attorney. Can you start a law firm? And I'm like, I guess I'll start a law firm.
Like, I guess, if I'm in high demand, it just makes sense.
And I'm like, I was going to write this book, but I guess I need to make money. And so, right. Yeah. So I started the law firm, and it's really like in the last year, in May, it'll be a year.
Okay.
It's like taken off.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know how I did it, but like
you did it.
Yeah. All you gotta do is really hustle.
Yeah.
And it works. Like,
and
then,
by the way, so smart with the little like cute things that you gave out at Nicole's Moy House dinner.
Oh yeah.
Those certificates.
Oh right, yeah, those were
that was brilliant.
So the other thing that I did was started this podcast called My Lawyer Friend.
Yeah,
and it's My Lawyer Friend podcast, and I started it with my friend who is not a lawyer, and she's a business professional, but we liked the concept that I am her lawyer friend.
Yeah.
So she asks me questions almost as if she's my friend who's asking about the law, and we're sitting down to lunch or dinner and she has a question, because that's actually exactly what happened between her and I. She needed help on an asset purchase agreement, and I went to dinner with her. I'm like, just buy me dinner at Spago and I'll let you know what you should do on this. But
that's
I mean,
incredible.
Right. And I mean, so a lot of people give free consultations, and that was essentially what it was. I was like, if you want me to draft a contract for you, then I have to put together probably an agreement with you. But in California, if you offer services that are below $1,000, you don't have to put it in writing, the engagement agreement.
Okay.
So I could have said that it was only an hour's worth of work, which it really was ultimately. But anyway, what I'm like, that's my long version of saying that she was like, well, why don't I was like thinking about doing a podcast, and she said, well, I'll do it with you, like if you want me to. And I think both of us were looking for a creative outlet like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I've become more spiritual in the last few years, and I've been asking God to like help me find a way to use my law degree and use being a lawyer for something, and then also be able to be creative in a way. And I was like, I really think I want to direct. I think I want to act again, because I used to act when I was younger. And I was trying to find a way where I could add it all together, and I found it in this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'm a director, I'm a producer, I'm on air talent.
When you do a podcast, you kind of take over all the roles.
Exactly.
Like you are doing everything.
Yes.
You do everything, and you have to learn really quickly.
Yes.
And then you're also the line producer, because you deal with all the financial stuff. And it's
you guys are amazing, by the way, podcast ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks. I mean, it's become like an incredible thing. And I mean, it's I'm learning also about marketing, because
it's like drinking from a fire hose with like the marketing thing, because you just have to figure out like what's gonna work.
Exactly.
And it's different for every like podcast and every like niche that you're in.
Right. And I mean, I think that's kind of what we're still trying to figure out, is because my idea was like, I want to create a platform where it makes the law feel accessible to everybody. However, my area of expertise isn't necessarily like what a lot of people, like a broad range of people need, because I work in entertainment and corporate law. Okay. So I generally represent big corporations and production companies, or I represent artists. And I mean, that doesn't necessarily help the small business owner who needs to understand how to like form their LLC, or how to not sign a personal guarantee when they have an LLC, when they sign a lease agreement, or the person who's
I know.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But these are also things that I do understand just from helping people over the years and from doing different parts of my job. But the idea is that we want to have on other attorneys who specialize in different things. Like we had an attorney on who started the company Hello Prenup, which is an online platform for prenuptial agreements.
Yeah.
And she's kind of streamlining them. She's taken over 20% of the market share of all prenups in the United States, which is which is incredible.
25%?
20% of the whole market. Yeah.
Hello Prenup. Let me look that up.
Hello Prenup, and her name's
Let me do
Julia
a Google.
Rogers, but she's such a badass. And she came onto the podcast because I reached out to her and explained what the premise of it was, and she was like, that's exactly why I made my platform. Like, I wanted to make the law and this like I wanted to make it accessible to people who wouldn't otherwise know that they have certain rights.
Yeah.
Ooh, and she's cute.
She's very cute. Yeah.
How old is she?
39, I think.
That's incredible.
That's great.
I don't think they kept us very isolated.
Yeah, she's super cool.
Really know that Dammit.
And she has some really great funding. She was actually on Shark Tank.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she actually went out to a bunch of different investors for like several years, and everyone was saying that there's no market for this, because she's like, I think that we should have an online platform where people can come onto the platform and it would be free, or not free. It would be a small base amount where they don't have to use an attorney, because it costs like $8,000 to get a prenup made from beginning to end, with the attorney fees and and just time and everything.
Yeah.
And she streamlined it to make it like on $600, I think,
which is super affordable.
Super affordable for a couple. And she's basically saying that it's actually like family planning, because it really is. Because if you think about it, like we as women now, we work like that. It is just normal that we work. But say you wanted to stop working to have kids, and your husband is like well, I don't want you to stop working. Like, I'll stop working. But if you have you could put something in your agreement, like a clause that says, this is what would happen if I have a child and I wanted to stop working, or if I wanted to go back to work, like who would take over finances, who would take care of the kid, and how that would work.
Smart.
So you work all of those things out. And I didn't even realize you could do that.
Yeah. And that's what you can do with her platform. Wow. Yeah. And some of the things that I did was try to poke holes in her platform.
Yeah.
As an attorney, basically going off of what like judges have said. They're like, oh, well, these won't stand up in court because an attorney hasn't reviewed them. So she has another option. And I'm giving you such a big like play here, Julia, right now. But
literally, yes.
Yeah. But she has another option where you spend, I think it's like a little under $2,000 to have an attorney review it if you have like more, like a significantly higher amount of assets, or it's more complicated in some way. And then some states actually require that an attorney look at your prenup. I'm not sure if California is one, I don't recall, but yeah, she basically said that they've had multiple attorneys review each one of these individual forms to vet them, essentially, to say that like, okay, no matter what a person inputs into the into the form, it would still hold up in court. And I think I just saw on her page that somebody used the prenup and it held up in court just fine.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And, I mean,
I know.
hasn't been around that long, so this is something new, right? And it's
super
already
new,
being utilized.
And nobody thought that it was like a good idea. And she was like writing blogs about it from like her hospital bed when she had a baby. Yeah. And she finally like was going out to investors and no one was taking her. But then she finally got onto Shark Tank, and they didn't want her, I guess. And then Kevin O'Leary was like, okay, I guess I'll give you like a small investment. And now he like owns like 30% of the company or something, I think. But nice. And it's doing very well. Yeah.
Of course it would be.
Yeah.
You know, you're making it accessible for, women, to protect them. And it's women. It's probably mostly women that are protecting themselves. But
exactly.
You have to protect yourself when you're going into a union.
I know. Yeah, for sure.
And you don't think about it until things start to not go well.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I know. Yeah. So that's sort of the idea, is that we want to be able to offer legal insights and advice in every area of the law, not just my own specific expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you pick corporate?
Well, I actually I wanted to do international criminal law.
Okay.
At one point, but I did acting when I was young, so I did always really kind of like gravitate towards entertainment law. But I was, after leaving law school, I didn't know if I wanted to be a lawyer even then. And at the time I was talking to a professor that I had at my law school in New York, and she said, Anne, there's an opening in The Hague at the International Criminal Court. Would you like to apply? They only take 3 people. It's usually amongst a Harvard and a Yale grad, and it's a 2-year program, and you would be a prosecutor of war criminals, essentially. Ooh. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something I should do. But at that time I'd been in New York for almost 4 years, and I guess I had promised my boyfriend at the time that I would go back to California and we would start a life together. And I think that we make these choices and our life veers in different directions. And I think that it was ultimately where I should have gone.
Yeah.
And my life would have been so different had I made that choice to go there. And I mean, I would have been in the Netherlands, and I probably would have stayed in Europe in a roundabout way, I'm going back to Europe.
Right.
But and we need more lawyers like that, like you.
Yeah. Right. Who like have
LA badass bitches that are now in The Hague. But it's never too late. And we can talk.
I know.
So my real job has some stuff to do with some criminal international stuff.
Interesting.
Well, we'll talk about that another time, though.
Yeah.
That'll be our after party.
Right. Yeah. Well, this is the my lawyer friend stuff. I mean, the reason why I actually started the podcast was because people would call me doing actually exactly what you did the other day, where they'd be like, hey, I have a legal question for you. And I'm wondering, are you still an attorney? Are you still practicing? Like, I would love to know how you're doing, and we should catch up and we should get drinks, but I really need to get your advice on this one legal topic. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, sure. Come, but I mean, obviously to the state bar, I don't just give advice away. I explain, certain insights about what's happened in the past, and I tell someone to talk to an attorney. Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what we as lawyers have to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're following the protocol.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're doing the things.
One of the biggest things I think that Julia talked about even on my podcast was that she said that they have like a clause, and she had like a great term for it, but they're putting clauses into agreements, these prenups, that say if there's like a mother who's taking care of the children and she's given up like working in some way. I mean, potentially she used to work and she's decided, I'm going to give up my job so that I can raise these children. They actually put a monetary value on raising the children, because otherwise it's like there have been sadly husbands during divorce proceedings where they say, she doesn't make any money. All of this is my money. And it's like, but she is raising your 3 or 4 children.
Right.
So what sort of value do you put onto raising children? And I think that it should be quite high, in my opinion.
Absolutely. You're forming lives. You're raising
it's like
children.
We all were here because our mothers raised us. If we were lucky enough to have our mothers raise us. But I think that type of a clause is life-changing for a lot of women, and to find that type of a platform. And what was interesting actually is that she said that like the majority of people who are using it are Gen Z kids who are getting married.
Oh, interesting.
I'm glad I got this little clip over here because hey, I'm a mom, and what the fuck, it's fucking crazy.
I know.
You are doing the Lord's work again,
you really
like
are.
with raising a child. And like I'll talk to my friends at home and they're just like telling me these stories about like their kids and they're working and they're doing, and I'm just like, I don't know how I can barely function.
I know.
As a single human.
No, I couldn't. It's crazy because I went from being a single, like, I wasn't single, but like I had to just mostly take care of myself. And like I lived in my bachelorette pad. I came here, whatever. But then I had a baby, and like within a week, I moved into this place. I now
your whole life changed.
My whole life changed. Yeah. I wasn't like we were figuring it out and like already cohabitating or whatever.
Right,
like that I think it makes it more interesting.
It does.
It's a huge adjustment because not only are you having a child and you're adding a child into the mix, you're also living with somebody, which I think
merging of the dogs, merging of like
your life,
spaces, and families and people coming over all the time. I'm like, whoa.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but there was no bathroom here.
No, when I first came here, there was no bathroom outside.
We didn't have a bathroom outside.
No, because I'd have to go upstairs.
When the baby was born.
Wow.
Yeah. Clients would go upstairs, and like I would be like, we knew that's the reason that we built it, but we built it like kind of at an inopportune time because we didn't have a washer and dryer because it was a part of this whole thing. But
wow.
Oh my god, thank God for fucking Will and everyone getting that together. So.
Yeah, because you don't want to be sitting in your living room and then like some random guy comes in to use your bathroom.
There's a lot of like rappers and like I love the rappers, but it's pretty funny when there's like
you're just breastfeeding. Yeah.
And Ty Dolla signs like, hey, I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have. We have more like the underground rappers here, so it's but like it'd be like someone with a gun that's like, hey, I have to go like to somewhere you don't.
Can you set your Glock down before you go into my restroom? Thank you.
Or just like leave it outside.
I didn't say that. I don't know who has a gun, but I think some people have guns.
I think
I know
be
it's
like
California.
It's California. Yeah. What's the deal with the guns in California?
I would love to. Okay,
that's a good.
I
actually
think that like you have to have a specific license to conceal. But I mean, I don't think that you can. Like, you can maybe have it in your car, but don't quote me. I'm not this type of a lawyer. I am not. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking because I thought about getting my license because I'm a single gal. I live by myself. It might be good to have it in a safe at home.
My co-host of my podcast sits or literally sleeps with a gun on her nightstand.
Who does?
Oh my god,
I love her.
That's smart.
I know,
she's great, and I would love to hang out with her and her animals. She has pigs and dogs, and
tons of dogs. Two potbelly pigs.
Oh my god!
And she lives in Westwood, which is like the best.
I know.
So.
Is that like more of a rural area?
It's in the general area.
Okay.
Well, Westwood.
She's still learning.
Right. It's on the other side of the 405. It's Westwood, kind of just hugs the 405 a bit, and then there's UCLA, and then it goes up into like the Bel Air area. And then,
the golf course, like there's golf courses,
Century City, and then Beverly Hills.
Hit Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's like where, if you're driving down Wilshire and you have all the high rises, that's like where Michael Jackson lived, and like where we had all these celebrities, and we had a lot of, I guess I always just associate it with that like really unfortunate situation with
with that baby,
the baby, and like we know, I mean, everyone loves Michael, so it's like, or most people, I think, but also like that's a memory that I have, and I always think of it when I drive down.
City,
and I mean, I grew up like in
what hotel was that? Was that off of like the Avenue of the Stars?
Was it a hotel or was it one of the residentials? Because I think it was
might
have been a penthouse where he lived, because I think he lived.
Was that the blanket situation? Is that what we're talking about?
No. When he like had that baby and he put it over the
he dangled the baby.
Dangled the baby over the balcony.
Yes.
And I think it was like towards the end of
it really was,
life.
yeah.
And obviously there's a lot of stuff that happened, and we grew up in LA. Like I just remember the 90s and like the 2000s, like everyone was fucked up like all the time, and like if you were on camera, like that sucks, because like Lindsay and in Paris and everyone was always just unfortunately getting on camera. But if I think about it, I'm like, all of my friends were getting way more fucked up, and I was like driving them around. I'm like, I'm sorry, like this is what I have to deal with.
I know, if you think about it like that.
Luckily, they're not famous, so
and they're not all over TMZ. And
some of them are famous, but at least they're not.
Right, but I mean, if you think about it, like when we're millennials, like we got like super drunk when we were younger, and the kids now don't do that.
It's crazy.
They're all just like doing sober. Mushrooms, and they're sober. They're sober, but they're doing mushrooms. Like
and
they're
weed
just
and
smoking weed.
Okay,
right.
So they're doing. They're just not drinking anymore,
which makes a difference, because
it does make a difference, because I feel like, I mean,
they're not like raging.
Psilocybin is actually really incredible because it makes you really happy, and like,
but it also makes you. So it depends, I guess.
Yeah,
because your fucking brain, everyone's brain's so different, and like no one thinks about all the fucking shit that people like take prescription wise when they're young, or like birth control or whatever, and then all of that still then later affects your brain. So and then like you regenerate as a human like supposedly like every 7 years. So like your adolescence, you're like fucked if you're on a bunch of drugs, you're taking, you're smoking weed, your parents make you take Adderall because you're not getting good grades, and then on top of that, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna do mushrooms and acid. Like I grew up with kids in middle school that were coming to school taking acid tabs, like
that's insane.
Wild.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Apparently, like there were people in my high school who were doing drugs. Like I smoked a little bit of weed when I was in high school.
That's it.
But I got super paranoid, so I got away from being able to, or I just never did it, and I got caught. Like
no,
so that'll do it too.
Yeah.
But apparently, like there were a bunch of people doing cocaine, and no one ever asked me.
Oh,
I never.
That's so rude. That's so rude. They didn't offer it to you.
I mean, no one offered me cocaine until I was older.
Oh, well, actually, you're right. I wasn't really offered cocaine so much. I think people were like scared of me because I was like the Ukrainian Lebanese bitch, and like I had a resting bitch face, and I like was always judging everyone and didn't say much. So I think people were like a little scared that maybe my parents or I was like gonna kill them or something.
Yeah. There's some mob ties, Tina.
I legit like my best friends like parents were in the mafia, the Russian, Ukrainian, whatever, Soviet, whatever mafia.
Like, we're not going to offer her
Those
cocaine.
are the scary ones. I
met Persian mafia. So my I went to Kendrick Canyon. Those kids, also like OJ's kids went to Kendrick Canyon when I was there.
I met someone
Yeah,
like,
you
I don't
don't
know.
even
I
know.
feel like it was like maybe 2 years ago who worked for the FBI.
Oh.
And he wanted me and a friend of mine
Mhm.
to potentially be like undercover agents.
Nice.
Stop.
And we were like, this is super cool.
That's
And
so
we got
cool.
kind of excited. We're like, should we do this? We should totally do this.
What was the
And then-
premise of
So then he
Undercover?
was like asking us what we could do and what we possibly would be doing.
Sure.
And then he's like, so because of the positions that the two of you hold and the rooms that we could get you in, we probably would want you to talk to some of the Russian oligarchs.
Nice.
And then I was thinking to myself, you know, those are the kind of guys who would literally hire a hitman
Mm-hmm.
to kill me immediately if they found out that I worked
Oh,
for the U.S.
fuck yeah.
government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it like ended right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
and we didn't do
yeah,
it. I know.
yeah.
I was like kind of a bummer. I'm like, how much do I get paid?
Bummer.
Like,
It'd be
Well, but wait,
fun.
Yeah,
would
it would
you
be
have been,
kind of
like-
fun.
Would you have been like going to parties to hang out with like the kids of the oligarchs, or would you just be like,
So it would
like,
be-
with the actual like
Yeah.
50, 60-year-old Putin's homies that are abroad?
It would have been a lot of different things. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I mean, because of the
We should make a
positions that we
movie
held, we
about
would have
that.
been.
I know,
that-
literally.
right?
Or,
Yeah, it could be.
Is that what your book's about? I feel like it should be.
No, but it is about something international.
Ooh,
Yeah. Mhm.
I read your blog post actually, one of the ones that you posted recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know.
You know, I also have a blog, and that's why I was like, oh, I love that she has a blog.
Yeah.
Oh my
No wonder
gosh.
we're friends.
I know. So I actually just started doing Substack.
Okay.
Okay.
And I've been loving it. I actually, because I'm writing the book,
Mm-hmm.
I really want someone to like believe that I can write without having fully written the book, because I
Yes.
really need to go to Saudi Arabia because that's where part of the book is based.
Okay.
Ooh, wait,
I
have
really-
you been there or no?
I've never been.
Okay.
But part of the book is based there because it's about my parents having lived there in the 80s, and I'm writing
Okay.
it based on a bunch of
Ooh.
letters that my mother wrote to her mother while she was there.
Ooh.
And what's really beautiful about the letters is that I read them during the pandemic because my grandmother had given them back to my mom before she died.
Hmm.
And I opened up to the middle of like a 500-page book because it was the 80s. They couldn't call home.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
she wrote like 2 to
Yeah.
3 letters a week.
Yeah.
So I opened to the very middle, and in the middle of this giant book is it wasn't a letter, it was a journal entry that she had accidentally sent to her mom.
Mm.
And
Oh.
it was like, not only was it beautifully written, it was poignant and it was so vulnerable. And she was talking about wanting to make a place in the world, not knowing, because she was pre-med at one point and then didn't go to medical school.
Okay.
And then was like doing some sort of science-based thing at the company where she ended up meeting my dad, which was an international company in oil, gas, and infrastructure and construction management, I guess. And she gave all of that up to move to Saudi Arabia with him because that's where he got stationed.
Oh, okay.
And she was talking about the fact that she's like, my husband makes money for us and he does all these things and he's traveling and he's experiencing things. And she's like, and I'm sewing. I'm like sewing dresses in Saudi with women that I don't have much in common with.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the beginning of the time period when she was there. So
Yeah.
she was really trying to like find her place there.
Yeah.
But she was talking about wanting to make an impact on the world. And I think that it was so
beautiful.
incredible because that's how we all feel.
Yeah.
Right. And to be a woman who had never been outside of the country, living in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
and having just gotten married and being 27 and not knowing the language, not being able to drive, and I mean, the next page, the 2 more pages later after this beautifully written essay she had written, I guess, was about them being in this square. I think it's called like Dira Square.
Okay.
But it's this place in Riyadh, and on Fridays at noon they behead people.
Shit.
What?
Yeah, and
Like,
I don't
still,
think that
or they used to.
I think that they stopped
Okay.
maybe like 20 years ago.
Okay.
They stopped doing it publicly.
Yeah.
Oh, just took it inside.
Yeah,
They just take it inside. Yeah.
Okay.
But what was really interesting that my dad told me when I explained to him about this like part of the letters, and he said that they have like these guards or like they're like police that come around, and like if women are showing their ankles, they'll like swat you with a stick or something. But these same men will, like, if a man is looking away when the beheading is happening, they make everyone look. They don't make the women look, but they make the men look, or they used to, I guess. Yeah.
What is the purpose behind that?
To see what happens when someone breaks the law.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be like, this could potentially be you.
And then they do the same thing. They cut off, if you're a thief, if you've stolen something, they cut off your hand, and they cut off your right hand, because your right hand is the hand that you use to shake someone's hand, and they think that your left hand is the dirty hand because you use it to use the bathroom. And so you're only left with your left hand, so no one will shake your hand.
Ugh. Damn, that's so fucked.
That
right?
is.
God
I know.
damn.
So it's like these very interesting things, and it's a cultural thing that we aren't used to, but I'm learning about it, and I'm also trying to be very sensitive to the fact that I don't understand much of this culture, and I'm also just reporting on how an American who was there experienced it.
Right.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to speak poorly on all of these people. I'm just saying this, a lot of it, and they've had a lot of human rights organizations come to them and say that this is against human rights. You cannot cut off people's heads anymore.
Right.
You can't do these things.
Right.
But
well, we know what kind of world we live in and what kind of human rights violations there are.
Right.
Yeah.
That are obviously worse. Well, not worse in that sense. Like, that's pretty fucked up. But, like, I mean, kids being kidnapped and taken to other countries during war.
Exactly.
And it's happening everywhere.
And
I know, but I'm not trying to write about that stuff. I'm literally just trying to write a story about my mom and experiencing something
I have
new.
like a book that I'm going to share with you that I really loved. It's a Lebanese woman that wrote a really beautiful book about her, kind of like from the perspective of her family. It's fiction. And she wrote I think she wrote a nonfiction later, but I have it upstairs, and it's about like this like back and forth time of like her mom and her dad, and both from different countries, but like how they lived between Lebanon and I think might have been Syria, and their relationship, and then the kids eventually moved to the United States. So it's like the perspective of the kids also. Like and I'm gonna, I can't remember her name, but I will look it up right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm also trying to see if we can get some snacks, because I'm so hungry, you guys.
Yeah.
But I think that book is just going to be incredible. And especially being a woman at 27 years old and experiencing a life that she's never experienced before. And especially seeing those harsh realities. And, you know, I'm assuming she probably had to be covered, and like that was probably new for her. And just being a wife and being young and having all of that. That's a lot on your plate.
I know.
It's a lot on your plate.
And so what I kind of wanted to do actually was to make it a little bit like sort of a story of her life, actually.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start it actually when she was a 5-year-old.
Oh.
And then like have the next chapter be her when she first gets to Saudi. And then the next chapter, you know, move on, and then eventually the two time periods converge at one point based on, you know, her upbringing.
I love that.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
I know, me too. So, I mean, I've been enjoying writing it. I have like, so I want it to be 27 chapters because she was 27 when she moved there. And I have 27 like chapters outlined, and I have a pretty solid outline so far, but I'm like revising it.
Yeah.
And the goal for this year is to have it in a place where I can give it to this one agency who said that they would read it and help me potentially find a publisher who will give me an advance so that I can go to Saudi and finish
It's all
the
going to
book.
work out.
Oh, it's going to work out.
It's going to work out.
I'm writing the Substacks so that when they say, well, do you know how to write? Can you write? And I'm going to be like, yes, I can.
You are a
See my
bad
Substack.
bitch.
She
That
is.
is such a good idea.
I know.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's the way to do it. Because I've been writing since I was a kid, and I've also always wanted to publish books, but I've like just done other things. But I actually do have, I mean, I've had a blog since 2011, and I haven't been consistent with it, but I have. It's like an archive of my life since I was at Berkeley.
That's so
back
cool.
In 2011,
Wow.
or like 2010. Also, like that was also when me and Will like we weren't friends for a little while, and then we were friends again. We like started to be friends again, and I was living in the Bay Area, and I just remember it was the same time that I was writing him an apology letter as I was starting my blog. So I have this like memory of like, oh, we rekindled our friendship and relationship or whatever at some point. But the book that I wanted to recommend to you that I actually, my mom has it, but it's called The Arsonist City, which is interesting because we also, so you'll find out why it's called that. Actually, I don't know. You do, but you know, we live in LA and the fires, and were you here during the fires?
Yeah.
Yes. Were you here during the fires?
I was. It was right after I moved here.
Oh, fun.
Because everybody from home called and they're like, "Are you sure about your decision? Do you want to come back?"
Oh, hi. Yes, sorry. I was asking about snacks. We were asking about snacks, and here.
Hey.
The wine bottle is here.
This is incredible. This is the first for the podcast, by the way.
Okay.
That's snacks.
So we have snacks and more.
And wine.
More glasses
Thank
coming.
you.
I was like, oh, I got some
Oh, you didn't get a snacks.
He's gonna get some charcuterie.
Oh.
I'm so hungry, you guys.
He just comes with a board that's just beautifully presented with like jams and cheese.
But I'm gonna actually put this on ice. I realize it's white and not red, but it's okay.
That's all right. I love this. Yeah. All right, so let's switch a little lighter here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have some lighthearted fun.
Yes, let's do it. And I'm feeling like kind of hot because I'm drinking.
I'm a little hot,
and I have this
too.
sweater. I have my cozy sweater on.
I know. I'm kind of jealous of the cozy sweater. I'm going to be honest.
Super cozy.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Super,
I'm going to
super
take
cozy.
this jacket off. You know,
It's
it's
a Nina Bing, and I would love it if you would sponsor me, or you know, like I will talk about you all the time.
Yes.
Wait, tell me more.
If you
about
give
this
me
person.
more
Nina
clothing.
Bing?
A Nina Bing. So it's ANINE and then Bing. And she has some of like the best, like super simple pieces.
Larry, can we tag that? Thank you.
Yeah.
Like an LA designer?
I'm not sure if it's she's an LA designer. She might be.
Yes,
Exactly,
you're the best.
right? It
We
would be
love
great.
Thank you.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
She's in. Moo's ready.
No, Moo wouldn't have eaten it. Patty would have come and eaten all of it.
She'd be like, I'm ready. That's beautiful.
That
Oh my God,
is
he did this in
beautiful.
5 minutes. You
That's
guys.
incredible.
Oh my God, this kid is like so talented. Not only does he rap, but he also like makes the best food.
I mean,
Oh my
he's just,
goodness.
I mean, incredible.
Yeah, look at this little
This is
plum.
insane.
Did he cut a plum?
He did.
Did he
Oh
cut
my
a plum?
Yes.
goodness.
But I think he got some guidance from his dad because his dad does this really well too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is, and I think I'm gonna take a little piece of salami.
You have to. I love this. I love that this is like a little girly wine party tonight.
Oh my God, I know.
Just
This
what
is
it's become.
incredible.
Yeah, I love it.
Incredible.
I don't know. I'm hungry.
All right, we need some wild stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need
Well,
some-
What's the fuck up story? Did you guys like discuss what?
We didn't do a Dammit moment yet,
Dammit moment.
No.
Wow.
which will be coming up.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we can start there. Tina, I feel like you're going to be the grand finale because
Oh
I
my
feel
God,
like
what?
I feel like you probably have some pretty good Dammit moments to share.
dude.
Just a glimpse of what you're telling
Well, I mean,
me.
I literally just told you one. Like, damn it, I
Yeah.
spelled something wrong
Right,
in
just-
my giant document
yeah.
because I'm a human being.
right. God
And mind
forbid.
you, your AI is also making mistakes.
Right. Oh my God, the AI
Forever.
makes so much mistakes.
So many mistakes.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you probably have a very good lost story that you could maybe share. I don't know if it's like an allegedly story. Something just kind of wild, maybe something that you've run into that's just like a WTF moment.
Well, I mean, like, so every lawyer, you know, I had a couple of things that I did early in my career that, like, I will never forget, and I will take those to my grave. Only a few people know them.
Okay.
So you can't hear those.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
And they're like against confidentiality rules anyway. But
That's yeah.
I'll give you one, like I'll give you a couple. So
Yes.
and this one is just like almost like a human being thing. Like, so sometimes when you are negotiating with men as a woman, especially in the entertainment world, but then also as an attorney, men really love to mansplain. And they can't help it. And it's really okay. And there are some men, especially of a certain generation, who tend to be like bulldogs.
Yeah.
And they tend to be like really mean, But then when you give it back to them in the same way, but almost like not even like when you react in a way that they don't think that you're going to react, they like a dog, like a bulldog will like, whimper and pull back.
Yeah.
So there was this one attorney and we were dealing with something and we were like, I was dealing with all these banks, the bank's attorneys, and then like the finance lawyers who were also helping the production because I'm an entertainment lawyer. And I was representing the studio who still held the rights.
Okay.
And that they were putting the rights into turnaround, which is basically it's a way where the rights holders who actually wrote the script essentially will get the rights back after it's been developed by a studio.
Okay.
And then, the new place or the new studio that wants to make the film and actually put it into production pays back a lot of those fees, essentially. Okay. Yeah, that the prior studio expended in order to develop the project. Does that make sense?
So, okay. So let me make sure I'm understanding.
Yeah, I know, right?
So if there's a project, there's a studio that develops it. And what does that mean? Does that mean hiring the talent? Does that mean writing? What all does that entail?
Well, what do you think? Like, think of it in a concept of what we do in podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably put something together on your phone about where you wanted this session today to go.
Yeah.
That's development. Like, your preparation of the material of everything that will be on the production is development.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I mean, if you've heard about these things, it's like a lot of movies like get optioned, or a lot of screenplays get optioned where a particular studio owns the rights for a set amount of time, like a term, usually like 18 months. And then another studio will then option it because the rights, lapse for one studio, and then it just sits at a bunch of different studios and it never gets made.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so that's sort of what had happened, and they put into agreements that say that if, there's an option is still running and some other studio wants it, and the studio that owns those rights in that moment says, I don't want to make the film, you can make the film, I'll put it into turnaround. Because, there's still time left on my option. If I know I'm getting like very into the weeds.
Okay. Which makes sense because like for me, like I know nothing about this process and how it works, but as you're like explaining it, like, yes, I guess development would be super early. Like it's basically your outline.
Yeah.
So I guess like I was like maybe confused where it's like how in depth are you getting on a project? So I didn't realize that they develop it and then it can go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So I learned something new.
Exactly. And you can also, if you're the second studio essentially who has it, you can choose whether or not you want to buy the rights to the development materials that the prior studio made.
Okay.
While it was being developed there.
Okay.
And that's like a whole nother day. I should make that as like an episode of my podcast. Wow.
Yeah. And then you have Danii on
to explain all of that, right? To ask the questions.
I'll ask you all the questions. Yeah. I'll be like, wait, what about this? Wait, what about this?
I mean, yeah. And if anyone ever wants to make something like, a derivative production on your podcast, then come to me. Come talk to me before you sign anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so
can I text you for advice now?
Yes, you
can. Now that we're friends.
What do you mean?
Yes, I'm your lawyer friend.
Yes, you're my lawyer friend.
Yes, exactly.
What do you mean by derivative? Like, what if someone asks you to do like
a derivative production?
Yeah.
So a derivative would be like anything that is made that's based on this podcast. So like,
if I was
say they wanted to
make
make
a movie about.
If they wanted to make a podcast or a movie about Dani's podcast and
or about Dani's life,
they would.
True Hollywood story. We love Danii, but wait, are those the bad ones? Are those the ones where everyone dies?
Oh, the THS.
True Hollywood story.
Yes, I remember it. It was on. Was it on E?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I used to love watching. This is where I learned everything.
Oh, yeah. So you moved to LA and you like knew everyone more than maybe we even.
I used to watch VH1 when I was a teenager from like dusk till dawn.
Oh, I know.
VH1. I love VH1. I learned so much about everything and culture in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Like I just got all this like random like knowledge about things.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, what happened to like good TV and good movies? It's like you can barely find it now.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the show yesterday that I actually really liked, and it was pretty funny. Rooster.
I saw that advertised. Is it good?
I mean, I really like Steve Carell.
Okay.
And it's very quick. I like that kind of comedy.
Okay.
And it like scratches an itch that I need with my comedy. Yeah.
All right.
I love comedy too. I mean, I feel like I was living my little quiet bachelorette life, growing a little baby, and coming over here like just to like hang out and be like, here's like I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. I was here a lot, but like I was also at home. I was also working my ass off before I had to.
Yeah.
And then I would come home and I'd just be like, I'm just gonna watch like the shittiest TV possible and like fucking
It's the best.
rewatch Friends a million times.
Yeah,
rewatch all
honestly,
the shows.
Yeah, when I'm
Rewatch
doing my
fucking the Sex and the City like reboot is horrible. I mean,
it's not good.
But it's like you can't not watch it because you're just like cringing the whole time. It's like
it's nostalgic.
It is
like
nostalgic.
you wanted it.
But it's like, who are these producers and why did they do all the fucking cultural like bullshit norms?
I know. Well, because they had to. They felt like they had to.
Yeah.
But why?
I'm sure it was coming from somewhere.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I agree.
That's why I want to just like not have anything to do with any of these big studios. Like I have some documentary projects in the works and I'm like, no one's getting this except for like if you really are cool, like, and if you're a really cool person and you're like, okay, I will. I mean, I have a friend that the other day was like, well, how much money do you need for your documentary? Like $100K? And I'm like, damn, I'll take anything. Like I don't want to. I just want to pay a couple people that are like big deals. Like I will do this for free. This is like a documentary that's like my heart, my home.
Right.
It's your love project.
No, it's like my countries are getting blown up, so like I can't continue to just sit here and be like, I don't want to fly there when I have a baby. Even without the baby. So
Yeah.
I have to do it from here, and I have footage from my whole time that I've been in these countries and. Lots of records and lots of documents and lots of things. I have all the receipts. So
Yeah, of course you do.
You got to have the receipts. You got to be ready.
Definitely keep your receipts.
Got to be ready with the receipts.
But
that's actually
not all of them.
Not all of them. At some point I have to just throw them away. But like I have a lot.
Well, keep the big ones. Keep the receipts of the big purchases because the IRS might come find you one day.
Sure. I mean, but nowadays you have everything sent to your email. And so it's like mostly. Like I mean, of course if you're buying, you're paying cash. Like my dad has my dad has some funny stories. Both my dad and my stepdad about like transactions because Lebanon, they stole all the money from all the Lebanese people in the country. So they were basically living on like a barter system for a while, where you're like you can't pull out more than like a couple thousand out of your bank account. Yeah, it's wild. It's fucking wild. But yeah, Lebanese wine, we're all for it. Yeah.
We're doing the Lebanese wine.
One of my best friends is Italian and Lebanese, and
oh my god, I want to be friends with this person.
And she's amazing. I love her. But when we were in college together, I don't know if this is going to be offensive, but like I used to say that when her hair was like really straight and like she had like done her hair, I'm like, oh, you look like Italian tonight. Yeah. And then when she would let her hair be like big and curly, I'd be like, you're Lebanese tonight, girlfriend. Yeah.
She's just embracing different parts
of herself. Yeah. But
not offensive at all.
Right.
I feel like that's who you are.
Yeah, it's like this big, beautiful hair.
Yes.
I mean, I am like blonde and like blue-eyed, and I have actually like really big curly hair.
Really?
Yes. To the point where I actually put like chemicals in it to make it more relaxed.
I think we all kind of do some stupid shit when we're younger.
If I could go back and not pluck my eyebrows really like a lot, that would be cool.
Well, no, I do this now, guys. I put chemicals in my hair now.
Now?
Well, so I haven't done it in a little while, but I'm doing it now. And I mean, I feel like people will be against this, but I still do the Brazilian blowout thing. Have you ever heard of it?
Yes. I've never done it, but I've heard of it.
It's like a way to chemically relax your hair. And it's absolutely incredible because I hate blow drying my hair and I'm terrible at doing my hair. I just don't care.
It's just a treat too when someone else can do it for you.
Exactly.
And then you could have it last for like a week or however long.
No, it lasts for like, I don't know, like 3.5 months, 4 months, where it just literally I get out of the shower and it looks perfect.
That's incredible.
Especially even when I'm in Paris, when I'm in Europe, it's even better because I have this really great water, this really great shower head. Mm-hmm. And because the water is actually really hard in Paris. But like for whatever reason, my hair is just like perfect there. And it's I don't know. God, I love it. I can't wait.
I would say you're not far away.
I'm not
She's
far
moving
away.
to Paris.
I am, yes. And it sounds so cliche. Like people are like, "Oh my God, you're going to be Anne in Paris."
Oh my God, you are going to be Anne in Paris.
I know.
You are going to be Anne in Paris.
But honestly, and I've never
Another
thought
Instagram
of myself,
account.
right?
Yes.
I have a different Instagram account that's going to be for this. And I want to
You
if
have
it ever
to.
goes anywhere, I feel like I want to reveal that it's me, like in a year from now or something.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Did you?
Well, I mean, I didn't really reveal it, but I had my blog was like my blog and my Instagram for my blog were like always private. I didn't like.
I know. I think I'm
share
going to
them.
block everybody I know.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I
That'd be
did.
so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Wait, are you single?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm asking a super personal question.
I am single, kind of.
Because it would be kind of cool if you go to Paris and you start dating and you like just document it and you do it as like a person that like is anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
so cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did sort of do that already, but I didn't do it anonymously. I like wrote an article or like a Substack essay about dating in Paris, which was really fun.
It
Oh my
was
God,
really good.
I can't wait to
loved
read
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually also wrote about dating in Ukraine or
did you?
dating
Yes.
dating in general a while ago because I was just like I hate like everyone no matter where I go every country like guys are just shitheads.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
It is tough. But I mean, I like, I think I told you I went through something really hard in last year and I was dating like everyone in sight, it felt like at one point. And because I was just like so excited about the world again because I had gone through like a lot even earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when something really tragic happens in your life is that the people who really matter are like there.
Yeah.
And then the people who aren't afraid like stay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and then otherwise the others are like you weed them out pretty quickly.
You do.
Yes.
And there was one of them who kind of stayed. He like doubled down.
A
I love
friend
that.
or
A friend or
A male friend.
Male friend.
And, yeah.
a friend.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
And so okay, well we're not gonna get we don't.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
That'll be off the record.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about that off the
Yeah.
record
Yes,
for sure.
exactly. Yeah. Mhm.
I love this.
Well, we should have some of this Lebanese wine, but
Yeah,
bless
we
his
should.
heart, Gabriel brought us the park glasses, and these are plastic. So I would say pour your sparkling that in your
I love
plastic
this.
glass.
So we can
a
have the
sip of
Lebanese
water
wine.
we're gonna just do the real thing. Like we're not gonna,
I mean, I
You
can
gotta
just
cleanse
drink
the
it.
palate.
or just drink it. Yeah, cleanse
Yeah.
the palate.
Cleanse the
Drink
palate.
some water.
Yeah.
But I want to finish the story about
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yes,
the
let's make
bulldog.
our
But
let's
do
make
it
our
before
U-turn.
this.
Yeah.
Larry's gonna love editing this. He's gonna be like, "This is the most chaotic moment in the world," and we love it. This is what the podcast is all about.
I know.
May I ask for a pour, ma'am?
Of course, I would love to
Thank-
pour you some wine.
Thank you so
I
much.
know. I do love and miss working in the restaurant industry.
How long did you work in the restaurant industry?
Like from like the age of my first job was at CBK Santa Monica when I was like 17. And I remember I'd bring Will and all of his friends that lived in their like house together, pizza after they got off work.
Oh, I
when was,
love
like,
that.
17.
Amazing.
And then I started working at Beechwood with Brooke Williamson and Nick, which later became like it's now, I don't know, it's Nueva or like Gin Rummy or Sunny Spot. It keeps being something else.
Okay,
It's on Abbot
Can it hear me eating? Probably.
it's ASMR.
No, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
You can move it away for a second.
What we'll do is Larry can put it into a different clip of us eating, and then we sell it for profit
Yes.
because we don't give this away for free.
Right. Yeah, totally.
We'll take our shoes off and eat for an extra.
For an extra amount.
fee.
Yes. Yeah.
If you want this part of the podcast, you're gonna pay.
This is a
have to pay for
Patreon
it.
moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Patreon moment.
You have Patreon?
No,
You
but
should.
this might be the launch.
Oh my god, this is the launch.
If we
Like,
take our
it's
shoes
like-
off
yeah,
and start
Oh
eating
my God.
cheese, that's gonna
Oh
be
my
it.
god, it's taking our. Oh my gosh! So I posted. I have this Substack right where I'm posting all these things,
Yes.
and I put like pictures on some of them,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
this
one
is
of them is
good.
me with my feet up,
Mhm.
like because I literally talk about like sunning my feet on the
Right,
deck.
Yeah.
And so I put a picture of my feet, and one of my guy friends who's a writer, he's like, "And you should not be giving these out for free."
No,
I
you
know.
should not
Anything
be.
for free anymore because
No,
yeah.
no,
know.
we don't give it away for free.
You guys, I got a lot of hits on that post too.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
You put those dogs out.
No,
you dangle them.
You need to like you have to
I have to remove the feet pic?
watermark your photos so that like no one takes them and says it's their feet.
Oh, you think that they'll do that?
Someone might.
Okay.
I watermark most of my photos on my blog.
Listen.
Really?
I find a photo of something that I posted on my blog from a long time ago when I was like,
Well, I mean, I don't really even.
Blog, and it was literally.
I don't know. I think it'd be really dumb. I really feel like it would be dumb to steal a photo from a lawyer who specializes in copyright law.
That would be audacious.
I know.
A man would do that.
Yeah.
Okay. He'd be like, actually, I'm going to steal that photo.
Yeah.
I know that I've made it in my career as a podcaster when I have a WikiFeet. Like, that's going to be my moment of success.
Yes.
Like, doesn't matter what carpet I'm on. Doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. I don't care about any of. I mean, I do care, but like, I don't care about that.
For your feet.
If I have a WikiFeet, I will know I've made it.
Oh, totally.
WikiFeet?
Yes.
Oh my God, what if I have one already because I've posted about my
My
feet?
God, you might.
Maybe.
Wait, what is WikiFeet? I don't get it.
So WikiFeet is literally what it sounds like. It's just like a site that like I think they talk about like your foot and the size, and they like post pictures, and it's for like celebrities.
Oh my!
So they'll be like, oh, Danii is like a size 7.5. Like here's her like
are you
foot,
kidding me?
and it's like different shots of her feet.
Men.
Oh my God, we don't want that.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Ew.
Are we gonna look at porn right now? Is that what's?
Just some light porn.
No, it's just feet. It's just feet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little bit porny.
But like
it's a little bit porny.
That's what
it's a little bit porny.
That's gonna be my like.
It's literally just like the bottom of someone's foot next to the ocean.
Wait, and people like just post these like voluntarily, or they get like money for it? Like,
this is.
I will be charging.
Viridiana Velasquez.
Ooh.
Okay, I need to like show me. Can I just see what what this website looks like?
Look at.
I need you to understand that this is going to be my peak.
Oh my God!
I mean, can we like?
It's
I'm
really
get
bad.
Up and show
It's a really bad interface.
Look at that.
It's a bad interface.
It's a bad interface. I have a friend. I need to call my friend Nicole. Like she's a developer. Develops apps.
If
And
Nicole can develop an app where
Nicole,
I can be a star
I'm
of
text
WikiFeet,
Nicole and ask her if she wants. I mean, is someone making money off of this?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
It's like someone
I'm
in India,
sure.
probably.
Probably.
Someone was saying
Who's
that
the
I could
CEO of
sell the
WikiFeet?
photos of my feet.
Who was the?
I'm gonna text.
Honestly, when I was like at a place where I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills at one point because none of my clients were paying me.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it was bad at one point. But I had a friend who was saying, she's like, and you have really pretty feet. You could sell pictures of your feet.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, yeah. I think I need to find more clients.
You know, we love a side hustle.
Well,
I know.
Honestly,
I wasn't. I mean,
we've gotten to this point. People are like, have been fired from all their tech jobs, and now they're looking for things to do. And my friend might, maybe she could make a lot of money developing WikiFeet.
Wait, isn't that a movie that's coming out with Dakota Fanning, or is it not Dakota Fanning? It's her sister, Elle Fanning, is coming out, where it's literally about a girl who was like in college. She was like going to Brown or like Harvard or something like that, and then she got pregnant, and then had to find a way to make money, and she did an OnlyFans account, and it's literally about her OnlyFans account, and somehow we got to OnlyFans.
You know, it's a quick road from WikiFeet to OnlyFans.
Well, hey, this is
it's a good rabbit hole, I think.
Tell your editor to tag OnlyFans.
Listen, we tag the OnlyFans. We do that thing. You know, I have a friend that does it. She's very successful.
I do too.
I have no judgment.
Very successful
Everyone has a friend that does it. That's successful.
No
She's
judgment.
Like doing so well, and like one of the sweetest women I've ever met.
Yeah,
so funny.
And
Good
she has
for
like
her.
3 kids.
Hell yeah,
and a boyfriend.
She's figuring it out.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the
I love that. I hope he's taking the photos. I hope he's like, baby, lift your leg a little more.
I know.
Thank you.
I mean, whatever people want to do in their relationship,
I
go
love
for
it.
it.
Yes,
I love it.
I'm down.
it,
I know
yeah.
she's great.
no, the person I know has like a Finsta fake Instagram, or maybe it's somehow connected, but it's like her posting of her talking shit to the people that message her. It's so good.
Stop, that's hilarious.
I know. I'm gonna have
that.
to look it up, but I just remember like glancing at it. It was just like her responding
You know
to like the horrible dick pics that I
You know
She's
what?
like, oh, little fellow.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's so good.
You know what I kind of wish? I saw something of like a guy today where he like makes fun of people who are like very egotistical. Like, and one of them is like big law people. So I get fed all of the law firm stuff.
Right,
and
for
it was
sure.
him like making someone who went to Harvard Law feel a little bit less up here. Right?
Yeah.
And I would totally follow an account that like you tell him your terrible work story and what you wanted to say to your boss, and it would be like he just responds and says exactly what you should have said to your boss if like
That's
the world
amazing.
if the world were better
and
if we could say exactly what we wanted.
Totally.
Right?
Oh,
That's
so
a great
good.
idea.
Wouldn't that be
You
so
should do
good?
that.
Yes.
Wait, so you would tell him to do this,
Like-
or you would do it?
I mean, I don't really want to do it. I'm
But-
a little too scared to do something like that.
Yeah, but you're saying this guy that.
But
posts,
there's this guy who posts these things,
This is so
and I'd be like,
interesting.
could you do this?
he
And
could
just,
do
like,
bring him in. Let's do a podcast with him, and then
we
have
should.
him start a podcast based on your idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get him on the
and
horn.
I have the
right?
best fucking story for him that he should tell me what I should have said. I was 16 years old working for a manager of a really, really famous musician that later went to prison.
Wow.
I need details of that
For, like,
when we sign
Some,
off.
yeah, that's people. A lot of people embezzle things. That's how a lot of people like that go to prison. Yeah, that's
Fun
how they
stuff.
get you.
This is so great.
Growing up in
Yeah.
LA,
I
Guys,
know,
this is
right?
incredible.
and
Yes.
yeah, man,
I'm
I-
learning
Have you been
so
to the
much.
Playboy Mansion?
Maybe.
Wait, you don't remember if you've been to
I
the
don't
Playboy
remember.
Mansion?
I know, right?
I
It's
feel like
a
I've
thing.
seen it so many times in so
In
many
person?
things. Not in person,
Oh.
but just like I feel like I have been, but maybe it's I'm imagining it like
Yeah.
like a something else. Like I don't know why. Maybe
Yeah.
I have been in like a weird past life
I went.
alternate reality type situation.
Right. Yeah.
Were you there?
I was there for some party, and
That's what I feel like I might have
what's
been
so
there.
sad is because it was during that era. I don't remember much of it. I had too much to
That's what I'm
drink.
saying.
oh my
like-
God.
Yeah.
Too much. To
And it's
drink.
like, I was like, okay, let's go to the Playboy Mansion. And I mean, it's the same thing of when I went to Leonardo DiCaprio's house.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay,
What?
now we're tapping into the juice.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mhm. I can't tell you. I don't think I can tell you that story. I feel
No,
like
yeah.
I feel like I probably signed an NDA.
Yeah.
I think
Don't.
Was
yeah,
there one at the door?
I mean,
yeah, but
honestly,
wait, I have a
there
question. Do
probably was.
NDAs expire at a certain point or no?
Oh, that's a good
So there's,
question.
usually language in it that says that if neither party terminates, it automatically like continues. So it's perpetual. It could
Perpetual.
It could be
Damn.
forever.
It
Yeah.
could be forever.
That's very unfortunate for us.
Well, yeah,
But
and
so-
so I could
sometimes they
just
say like 5 years.
I
but
could just
yeah.
imagine just like
I
you're
could-
a little girl and you have a bunch of lawyers that just showed up and they're like, you need to sign this right now.
I'd be like,
And-
okay,
right.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, like I'm
No,
not
it
going to
was-
question
wasn't that-
it.
it was
No,
like
no,
a
not
party,
you, not you.
yeah.
I'm saying like in general, like imagine these situations
Yeah.
where like these people are signing NDAs, like
Yeah.
when they're not able to say shit now. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did an episode on NDAs on my
Yeah, I know,
podcast.
yeah. I
I
love
would love
that.
it if you guys would watch it because no one wanted to watch that
I-
episode.
no,
Why?
I watched.
Because it's like, fuck NDAs. No one wants to watch like
I
talk about
I reposted
Or,
it
like-
because I was
I
I
know.
reposted like a screenshot of me listening to it
Yeah,
because I love
Because, like,
NDAs.
I know because
Oh, I
I've,
remember
like,
that. I remember the post you did.
Yeah, I was
Honestly,
like,
it's the fact
I
that
want
I don't
everyone
have
to sign
the
an
right.
NDA that hangs out with me sometimes.
Right? I know.
Did I sign one
Like,
before I came in? I just didn't know it.
But honestly, I need to figure out how to do better SEO and better marketing. I'm literally speaking with someone tomorrow morning.
Nice.
That's incredible.
Yes.
That's
Well,
awesome.
how do you like? Who does your marketing and like who posts for you? Because you're like on it.
You're looking at her.
Yeah.
and you have like a day job too.
She
Yeah.
sure does, you
Yeah.
know? But it's just all trial and error. Like you just post
You just
and
figure
like
it out. Yeah.
You just do it.
and
I
I
mean,
feel like it's just now like starting to like get some traction. You
Yeah,
know?
well, because you had
and
some
that's what happens.
big deal
It gets
people.
to a point, yeah, where it gets traction. Yeah.
I think
So-
also in addition to the OnlyFans thing and the other idea that you just had,
Mm-hmm.
there's something else I think we should do is like go like some of these people that maybe like have been on your podcast or want to be on your podcast, we like invite them out for drinks and we do like a bar thing. So I had
That'd
a friend,
be fun.
I had and you get the bar to kind of like sponsor it. Because
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
before they open. So like my friend would do this in Ukraine. My friend Ivana Kavina is like one of the biggest podcasters and like blogger, video, like news agents essentially in Ukraine. And he's so good at what he does. And I remember he did one where he would sit at a bar with his two co-hosts and they would drink beer. It would be before the bar opened, but it would be like people would start trickling in, and it would be like and so it's like promotional for the beer company. It's promotional for the bar. They would do it at one place. But we can in LA. You can do it at like a bunch of places.
Absolutely,
and like
totally.
I was like, and if you have connection, I mean, you probably everyone has connections in the restaurant industry to some extent.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Hey, do you want? It's so easy to get people to just agree to things if you're like, oh, free advertising, and I mean, also same with real estate, like. Really, like if a house not selling and you're like, I will shoot a documentary here, like I'll interview people here, that's what I wanted to do, or I'm gonna shoot a music video here, can we do it for free, and we'll put your link to Zillow.
Yeah seriously, it's that simple.
So
and a lot of people do stuff like that. So
I think
YouTubers do.
Exactly, like YouTubers do, like, and that's, I think, where things are headed is just a lot of independent stuff. Like,
for sure.
You're not so concerned about the, like, I mean, I don't know what you exactly have to do. There's so much you have to do to have like an actual like huge film with, there's so many little pieces to it, right? Like how many documents are signed to make a film, from the little like ad placement to the like.
No, it's everything. And like how much money has to be like brought in to make these movies work. I mean, I literally was talking with my co-counsels the other day about this one project that we've been working on, and we've been working so hard, and it's a very cool project. It's about the mafia. It's going to be shot in Sicily as well as in New York.
That's cool.
And I really want to go to set this summer, and so I'm partially hoping that it doesn't die. But the like movies are magic. Like the fact that it all comes together, everything, every small little piece that has to come together, and how many people have to work to make it happen is so many people.
I know.
Like,
and it was,
and it's not even like, corporations are a different beast because they employ a lot of people. Right. But movies are brought from thin air into being like with multiple different parties. It's all of these different people who are freelance essentially, and they all decide, let's all work together and make this happen. And you're creating something that you all collectively believe in. It's really beautiful. I love it.
It is.
You said it in a really beautiful way that I haven't thought about. But like, imagine doing this when you only had these like very primitive. You could like Sergei Eisenstein, like all these directors that just had nothing to work with. Like, you just had to blow shit up. Like you were blowing shit up and like hoping no one died on set. In the when, or you were
totally, oh my god,
having to before you were even recording audio and doing silent films. I mean, it's just crazy because I was really into film too, and I never really took it so seriously, but that's like one thing that I will want to do at some point, and I would love if I end my life at the end of my life I'm like, oh cool, I have like one Academy Award. Not that I care about Academy Awards or about whatever that much, but it would be just fun. Like I would love to go and win an Academy Award. Will made a joke about it. He's like, who cares? Like, blah, blah, because he's so underground about everything. And he doesn't want, and he's very, so anti everything. Yes.
Yeah.
But like, I think
I'm dragging him to red carpets.
I want to dress up. Yeah, I want to dress up and like go to a war and win something. You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
You better put it in your bathroom.
And I would
when you get it, you better put it in your bathroom.
It's gonna be in my toilet.
It better be.
I don't know. Like, even though I've done acting and I'm like in this industry, I don't know if I care about an Oscar. I've actually asked myself that same question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care about an Oscar. I kind of want like a Pulitzer.
No, for sure. Yeah, because you want to write.
Which tells you about what's actually in my soul.
Right.
Apparently that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just the glamour of like a fun party. I'm just like a party.
You can still go to the party, girlfriend. You don't have to get it nominated. You can still go to the party.
No, yeah, totally. No, but I just like, I don't know. I don't like the spotlight that much at all, but I think sometimes I've just been under the radar where I'm the one always taking photos of everyone else and always So I think maybe I'm at the point where I will be down to just be like, I want some attention. Like, no one threw me a big party. I threw my own parties. I was like, hey, Salam Rec, Block, come DJ my party at Nikki's Venice Beach, where I've been going with my fake ID, but it's my 21st birthday.
I love it.
And I have like all of West LA come to my party, and the DJ or the bouncer's like, I walk in, I'm like, here's my ID. He's like, wow. He's like, thinks I'm a fucking. He's just like, oh, you've been here talking about your birthday party for weeks. Like, you're 21. We know how old you are. Like, they all knew I was using a fake ID this whole time because like no one was gonna say shit to me walking into this bar or restaurant in Venice with like gangsters. So you know, of course. And then. But I was the one throwing my own parties. Like, I want the cool party, and I'm going to just do it myself. Like, but maybe one day someone's going to throw me a cool party. Like, I don't know. Maybe, you know, me and Will are not, like, big on, like, having, like, big, overly fucking bullshit gestures of romance and shit. So.
Yeah, I think that they will.
I think they will,
You'll get a party. You're going to get a party.
You're going to get the party.
I just want the party to be, like, in... like where you fly on like JSX to like Napa, then to Lebanon, and then to Ukraine, and then no one's blowing anything up.
Yeah,
that would be
and then we come
preferred.
back for the Olympics here to LA. So
perfect.
That would be great.
Yeah,
that's like so
let's do it.
This is happening soon.
We're doing it.
We have not
you guys. Wait a second. Is the World Cup and the Olympics here this summer?
Mm-hmm.
No. Olympics are 2028.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, some time.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I was asked the other day because there's like all these different events for the World Cup this summer. Mm-hmm. And I worked on a certain project, which is interesting because I have this connection to France. I actually get different clients who like my connection to France and then hire me because they're like French clients who hire me because I have, you know, California, I'm California licensed,
right?
But because I do have a connection, so they like see that I have that connection, which is interesting. But I'm representing somebody who's French, and they're bringing all of their French citizens to work at the World Cup. Yeah, essentially,
that's so cool.
But I am gonna have to fly back here for a World Cup event from Paris, and I just don't want to do it. Because I'm going to have to be here with all the traffic. Do you know how much traffic?
There's going to be so much traffic. More traffic than normal.
You guys,
way more.
Well, at least there's some, you know, there's some effort being made to like speed up the process with all the metro stuff.
True.
No one's going to, I mean, the people who aren't from here are going to use the metro.
Yeah, and that's what's going to make it better, honestly, because, you know, I that's... Well, actually, I can't get into that. It's
gonna be
that's secret
my
stuff.
My real persona is
your real persona. Yeah, I love it.
This is the online or the.
No, it's my date. My real job is like we're not gonna talk about it right now.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
This is evening, Tina.
Well, we could go back to my story.
Yes, let's wrap up your story.
Yeah, because that was like the one thing. But I don't even remember where I was.
Well, just like give us the cliff notes of the.
So
first
it
part.
was essentially I was trying to explain what his position was. He was the distributor who was like, and I was also negotiating with the bank, and then I was negotiating with the production company, and the bank was the lender who was offering, or who was the first in line lender essentially that gets all of the money once it gets, or makes money once it gets revenues. Anyway, this guy was the distributor, and he was asking for a particular thing, and he said something to me that I thought was really rude. And he said, you know, with all due respect, we don't give a shit about basically who my client was. And I said, with all due respect, sir, we don't care about you either. Yes. And I said, and I really don't care about your feelings about this. Like, we're not giving you what you want.
Right. Where is this relevant?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking about feelings. And he got really quiet. And he said, okay, I guess we're not getting anywhere, so I'll call you back. And then I went and spoke to my boss at that time, and I said, do you know this attorney? And he's like, oh, yeah, his wife died last year, and he's raising his daughter alone. And, you know, he's gotten a lot worse. Like, he's gotten a lot meaner since then. And I didn't know that. And I'm, like, thinking to myself, like, if I had known that then, would I have been different? Maybe.
Yeah.
I might have been different. like I might have just been like, okay, this is a man who's angry. But like in that moment, it made me kind of question the way that I negotiate in general.
Yeah.
And it made me actually think about like when I'm driving and I get mad at somebody who's rude and cuts me off. It's like, I'm like, oh, my initial thought is like, you're so entitled. You think you're better than everybody else, or like you think that you get to just do whatever you want and how rude, whatever. But like maybe that person is like rushing to get to their mother in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like maybe that person is rushing to get to their job that they hate, but they're like worried that they're going to get fired and they have to feed their family.
Right.
Like
it's all perspective.
It's all perspective. And in that moment, it just taught me essentially to not give back bad behavior.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm learning as a woman in a position of like a leadership position in a lot of ways. It's to hold my ground rather than to meet the person where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like to stay grounded in who I am and to not allow whatever's circling to change that strength and that like foundation, essentially.
And that's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely tough.
It's a very difficult thing.
Yeah. Also, like to anyone though.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Especially, considering everything that's happening right now in the world and like things circling drones and whatnot,
Well, it's just easy to forget other people's like what's going on in their lives and their perspectives. You're just so focused on like what you're doing at that moment, what's going on in your life that I think it takes a stronger person to step back and be like, okay, like what is happening entirely here?
Yeah.
And how can I, handle this with as much grace as I can?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And that's kind of what it taught me. But I think that I really do believe that like silence is like a position of strength. Like
for sure.
And I've found that when you do sit silently when someone says something rude and you just don't say anything, they often will come back and say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of times they do. And you just give them that moment to reflect on what they've just said.
Yeah.
Or I sometimes even just say like, I'm going to let you try again.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. Feels good. Or if someone's yelling at me, I say, oh, man with big feelings. No, I'm totally kidding.
I hope you do.
No.
I hope, just once in a while that comes out. Like, we've got big feelings here that we need to work through.
Feelings.
Yeah. I mean, you maybe don't say that as a client, but you can definitely say that to like a guy friend.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, big feelings. Yeah.
So many big feelings.
Oh, God. We've had some parties here and we've had some boys get so upset and so mad at each other.
Big feelings.
Also
big
the
feelings.
Dogs
big
have
feelings.
big feelings. And,
they do.
They do.
Get into fights. And sometimes they don't realize that they're about to get eaten by a 138-pound XL pit bull when they're Patty.
Yeah.
Patty's like, doesn't know. Like, what is she thinking? Like, she's just like, I'll fuck anyone up. But she's like so small.
She's confident. And I love that about Patty.
Yes. I know.
The
she
podcast
is. She's confident enough to jump up on the bar and eat $40 of bread and butter croissants that were that I bought for Will's clients.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Patty just.
What a lucky girl.
She lives by her own rules.
Yeah, she lives by her own rules.
She does, and I love
that.
that.
That's food because either she gets it by begging or she gets it because she gets a burger toss, for a fucking Instagram account, which is great.
So that's another one.
Yeah, it's another Instagram account. Add it to the list.
Yeah,
we're just gonna have a rolling list at the end.
Though. I think between the two of us, it's probably like closer to like 15, 20.
Oh my God, that's
so
crazy.
I have a question actually because I now have like too many and
too many.
I am a little bit OCD with my like with particular things. Like I have like notifications in a lot of different apps, but I'm like I feel okay about the certain notifications because I know what they are.
Yeah.
But like when I have notifications on Instagram, I have to clear them. It bothers me so much. So if I have like 3 things on do oysters, I have to look at it and clear the notifications. Then I have to do the same thing with my lawyer friend podcast, and then I have to do the same thing with the other ones. And I have to give ownership to someone else on at least one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
And I think it's going to be the podcast for sure, because I have to let that one go.
And that's probably for the best. You have to have someone that's going to be like good at like tagging and like responding to comments and doing all that. And it could be just someone that's like wanting to learn either like law or podcasting or a mix of both, which is a lot of young
I think
people.
I'm going to hire a law student.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, who wants to do entertainment law.
Yeah. It's perfect. And that's like, it could be like, it's like a paid internship or a paid, like you're building your resume.
The rule now for
good.
I know the rule for interns, I believe it's in California, and I think it's in New York too. It could be like all of national, but I believe what the rule is that if you hire an intern and you're not paying them, you can't ask them to do anything that isn't within the scope of them learning something that has to do with the job description. Like you can't ask them to go get coffee. You can't ask them to do like filing. You can't ask them to organize. You can't do like the things that you need an assistant to do. You can't ask them to do any of those things.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they're there in order to learn.
Right.
That's great. That's good.
Which I do. I think that is really great, because what was happening to a lot of these interns is they're not learning anything. They're just doing assistant work.
Right. And they're not getting anything from it.
And they're not being paid.
Right. With that being said, I would love an intern.
I know.
Yes.
I would love an intern.
Please.
You would learn so much.
I need a Gen Z. I need a young hip girl.
I know.
Or male.
You would
anybody.
Learn so much if you worked with either of us.
Yes. 1000%.
I hope
please.
I'm looking at the right camera.
I know. I'm looking at all the cameras, but I would love an intern.
I know.
Just throwing that out in the universe.
Go to like universities.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
so many kids.
I hire people all the time.
Okay. Yeah, we need to talk about that. Well, guys, I think this might have been the longest Dammit, Danii podcast episode in history. We're at an hour and 42 minutes. Larry's going to have so much fun editing. Ladies, thank you so much for being a part. I know we have a lot of Instagram handles, but if we could just, shout out a few handles for the people, that would be great.
Okay. I have my lawyer friend .podcast on Instagram, but then on TikTok, we're my lawyer friend podcast. Apparently there's another guy who uses the same handle, but he's also a lawyer, but he does video games, and he also has a podcast called Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
I know, which is fun, right? Great for him.
I like that.
But I have a podcast named My Lawyer Friend, so that's why my handle is that. So if you get confused, we're very different. We're two females. One of us is a business professional, and I'm a lawyer. And then my personal, actually, let's not do my personal. Okay. Let's check out the oysters one.
Yes, the oysters.
Do oysters, and is two in French.
Okay.
Because a lot of the oysters content is going to be in France.
I love that.
France and Italy and here in LA. Yeah.
Incredible.
Humboldt Fog,
yes.
Goat cheese, and then like that area where just off the record, like I don't know why I even said that. I think I was like looking at you and thinking lawyer, and then like off the record.
Yeah, off the record. We're off the record here.
Off the record. I'm like talking about like
oysters.
I know you're like off the record. The oysters are hot.
No, I'm like my sommelier friend like told me some cool secrets about
everything you tell me actually is like confidential.
For sure. Yeah. Well, so I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you off the record. We're not on the mic. Okay.
We're not hot on the mic. Yeah. Would you like to shout out a few of your Instagram handles, Tina? For the people?
Maybe. The Village LA, THA, Village LA. That's all.
Yeah.
She has more. Don't worry, guys. Ladies, thank you so much for being on the podcast. This was fun. Yes. This was wild. I feel like we went in many directions, which is what I love about this podcast. Mm-hmm. I love the free form. I loved all the conversations. Yes. So
me too.
Thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you.
Yeah, now we just have to convince Danii to go have a drink with us.
I know. She's coming.
I might.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, friends. Bye. And we will see you next week.
Bye.